When I was young, I went to Sunday school. I went in 2 different towns with 2 different teachers. I vaguely remember hearing stories of Adam and Eve, Moses and the burning bush, Noah and the flood, Jesus and the cross. You know, the big ones. There was a lot of coloring and storytelling, but every time I went, I could not understand what it was all for. The stories to me were no different than Moby Dick and those tales of Huckleberry Finn. The coloring books were just a fun way to pass time. It was not long into my time at Sunday school that I started to realize I was a bit different than all the other kids. While I said the Lord's Prayer in school like everyone else, I saw these Bible stories as fantasy, tales meant to excite, not to educate. The other kids talked about going to hell if you were bad, and if you were good, God would let you into heaven through the pearly gates. I looked at them the same way a dog tilts their head when something is puzzling. I just didn't believe it was real, and so I asked, "Where is God?" "He's in heaven," was the simple answer. "Where is heaven?" The teacher pointed to the sky. Now, even at 6 years old, I'd been in an airplane, and when I was up there, I didn't see God when I looked out the window. This might be a simple thing, but to a 6-year-old it made sense. The teacher had lied. I'd seen the proof myself. There was no God in the clouds. So even at a young age, I wasn't having any of it. I just didn't believe. But what about the other kids? Did they buy into the stories? I guess they did. They started talking about how God was real, and so too was the devil. God answers all prayers, I was told. I thought about that for a moment. I wondered, if one kid on a baseball team prays for his team to win the game, and a kid on the other team also prays to win, can God fulfill both prayers? How could he? The whole God thing just didn't make any sense to me. Now, in my much older years, I realized that I had a questioning mind, even as a child. I didn't take things at face value. The other kids in Sunday school, however, believed, as many do, the stories of the Bible and that God watches over you. They believed what they were being taught in Sunday school, just as we all did in elementary school when we were told that the Earth was a planet in space. The difference to me at that time was that I could look at a picture of the Earth in space. I could not look at a picture of God. The other kids, just like me, started their life not knowing anything about Yahweh, or Allah for that matter. They were all atheists at birth. They just didn't know it. However, as they grew up, they changed. They were trained to believe, trained to repeat. I was clearly born an atheist, and so far, it appears that may never change.